All right. There you have it. We'll see YFP choosing to go back to King's Row for that map number 2. Map we were watching there against Fluffy. One that went in Fluffy's favor, but Shikigami picked Runasapi. That was the one map that YFP were able to take off of Fluffy Dreamland here in that series. Busan, King's Row, Runasapi, Surah, Voss, Watchpoint, Gibraltar being the entire list here for today's map pool. Seeing Winston look at both teams right out of the gate. Also seeing a Widowmaker here. Take a little hike around. Yeah, I anticipate we will get the Ana Brig from both sides. I think it's just a question of the DPS. Both end up Widow Tracer. That would be what I anticipate. But, you know, with how things have been in the meta lately. We're taking early positioning here up high. Pedal high it down in the window, but Azura has already got so much space, make it difficult even for Lampet to try to push out. Oh, but Pedal gets a great opening kill. Find it, never mind, out of the gate. Let's go to some Pedal Pov. Lampet kind of protecting their own backline here. Yeah, I think it was just waiting for the dive. They were able to kind of help protect the Ana. Ends up moving on to the objective to start picking that up. Oh, that's a huge purple into the mix, though. Nevermind's able to get in, find Annie unit into the back of a ginormous anti-nade thrown in from Nomi. Knocked it slow, turns the shield, able to block one volley, cannot block the second, at least not in its entirety. This is looking like YFP able to flip this point. They're trying to keep pressure on here. Nomi returns to the fight, so... Ooh, Kinzer get topped up, jumps out of the nade. And, oh, Jutsu gets popped. Azure can't help. They're too low on health. Pedal's going to come up with 2 on the end of that fight. Has the first ultimate online in the server, just barely beats out Nevermind getting that ult online. Nomi with a nano boost. Don't want to try to use it yet. We're going to get Pedal with the sights. Does mean we get Azure trying to dive in with this? That was a sleep up onto Solo. Jutsu now returning with infrasights of their own. Solo is low. Nano throwing it on to Azure. Goes diving in. Ooh, Annie lands the sleep. Pedal setting up for the headshot. And despite the damage mitigation, it's a good amount. Azure finds Pedal after that primal rage, though. I think I heard the sleep dart whiz by. Annie needs a couple of punches. The rally is there. That sleep dart landed. Annie, oh, able to stay alive just until Nevermind gets in the mix. Finds the headshots. There's the flip. Numbers, thank you for the follow. Is that actually a phone number? That looks like a phone number. I don't know what 311 area code would be, though, in the United States. It's a 10-digit number, though. It starts with 1. Oh, that's a stick. Going into the back line. Great anti-nade. Once again, out of Nomi, though. But Lampit is able to hunt them down. Get some Lampit Palm. We haven't had nearly enough Lampit Palm. I love the Gilded Tracer skin, by the way. Looks so slick. Particularly with the golden guns, the golden black guns. Ah. But skin buff not really helping you out there. Nevermind's able to force out the recall early. Although I say that, Nevermind actually recalled first. Alright, as they're dropping in. A little out of sync in the back. There's a rally in the back, and Nevermind's taken down. So Azure eats a bunch of damage. Now looking to try to top up. Rally's down low. And everybody from YFP are able, excuse me, from Shikigami are able to kind of fend off YFP. Noctis eats another nade. Nobody has been so hot with these nades today. Now might be in a little bit of trouble. Has no cooldowns. It's a 3v2. The healers are trying to get out. Pulse Bomb will land on the Zoolander. The Nano keep up them alive. And Zoolander now trying to punch back. Chase the Tracer into theater. Knows they have solo low, but couldn't line up the whip shot. Nami's going for that kill. Gets it. Primal out will find the kill on Enion. 93% on the board. Just a gatekeep here from Azure. Falls back to force the recall out of Lampent. Solo can't make it. Oh, to the point. YFP take round 1. Shikigami time, yippee! Damn right, Maddie. Always a pleasure getting the squad on here. And our first time getting YFP on since the rebrand. Adding Zoolander and, I think Nomi was already on the roster. Or, I don't know, maybe not. Maybe it was adding Zoolander and Nomi to the roster. 5, 4, at least Zoolander. 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective. Alright, into the Orisas we go. It's going to be Genji and Cass out of YFP. Actually, out of both squads. Looking at the mirror matchup. Lampent dancing with Nevermind for control of this outside Mega. Then Nevermind wants to come in and shoot somebody in the back. Couldn't find anything. Was hoping to find Solo, but it's just Petal who's clicking heads here. That was a lot of red X's popping up for Petal. 3 in the feed. And the UTD alumni coming up big in that fight. First cap will go to Shikigami. I think Petal may be a new addition. I mean, it doesn't show up as being a new person on this squad, but I don't think I've seen Petal play for Shikigami in quite some time. Switch Jutsu. The Cass on the other side. Deadeye ready to go. Petal, despite the great first fight, not quite, there it is. Didn't quite have their ultimate. Jutsu's able to beat him to it. So far, it's been a bit of trade damage into the middle, and he's going to throw down the orbital, see if it'll be the difference maker here in this fight. Solo finds Zoolanders. They try to push out. Thankfully for YFP, they don't use their ult during that. Solo pushing onto the point. Dueling Terror Surges. Solo, the one taking a lot more damage on the back of that. As Zerda looking healthy as can be. Noctis does muscle down, Nevermind in the corner, and using the rally to do so. But I think it's completely outgunned here on this point. Deadeye out from Petal to try to stake this one, or try to bring this one back. Steer back in the direction of Shikigami, but not going to happen. Let me join in over the top. A lot of ultimate used from Shikigami in that fight. Give me a Deadeye out of Jutsu. Just pushing in aggressive. Look how close to the spawn they're getting. With a little do-si-do here with Shikigami. Shiki will just... Oh, try to rotate back to point. Get absolutely caught in a blender. Little sneaky underneath. Able to steal the objective away for a moment there as Lampent. But YFP went out the fight. Now have a Terror Surge Blade combo to work with. A little bit ahead of Nomi as far as the ult charge on the orbital raise, so if they manage to pull the trigger on that first, they're going to go ahead and do it now. Nevermind trying to hop into it, gets Noctis before they're able to get the healing from that orbital ray. Front line of Solo and Annie and still trying to stick with it, get that extra damage, get that extra healing, but now there's another orbital ray to contend with. Lampent has moved on to the point. Azur's moving back to try to finish them off. Lampent, woo, doesn't quite make it out. YFP are able to surpass the percentage. It did cost him a couple of ults to hold on to that one, though. Aggressive push from Solo, going right past Azura and looking for Nevermind in the back. Lampin's there to help out on that. Definitely a clear call out. Solo's going to throw in the Terra Surge. Blade out. Where's Lampin goal with that one? Hunting for the support, so get it. Nomi is down. With this flip coming through so late, this could just be final fight for the map. Assuming, well, if Shikigami don't win it. Rally Deadeye out from both sides. Zoolander did not have the rally. Noctis able to beat him up to that. It's a big difference maker here in this last fight for round number 2. Looks like we are headed over to Mecha Base. There is still somebody touching. Oh, yeah, never mind on the point there. Let's go just do some Rampant Bob here, holding off the back end. Round 3. Petal going over to Ash here. Jutsu sticking with the cast. Getting into this third and final round. Petal had a great showing there on round number 2, in particular that very first fight, but even throughout. Was able to get a lot of work done. He eats a javelin early in this one, but barely able to sneak around that corner. He's just going to go ahead and drop the point here with YFP. Has sights set on the back line, and here comes Solo to back it up, and Lampin just eviscerate your DPS. Dashing through, that will be Nomi falling as well. Clean first fight here out of Shikigami. Flawless as a matter of fact. Wait, yeah, there's all 5. Lampin playing down off that flank angle. Where's Petal set up? Petal pretty far back. Oh, gets the fadeaway headshot. Lands on and Nevermind. Nevermind coming back into the fight. Petal made their way up the stairs, but Solo looking a bit overwhelmed here as the orbital is thrown in from YFP. Blade is now out from Lampin, looking to turn this one. Jutsu goes down, looking to chase down. Nevermind. Lampin will once again tear through both DPS from YFP, finishing this one off with a pair of kills onto Azura and Nomi. Nice 4 stack for Lampin on that one. Elias KZ, thank you for the follow. Lampin has stacked up 2 impressive fights in a row. Now diving into the back while Petal is throwing in a bomb over the top. Nevermind does take Petal down and has a blade of their own ready, but Lampin once again moving through, combining with Noctis. They seem to just combo beautifully. The rest of YFP just make a run to the objective. Jutsu's gonna pop this Deadeye, but there's a spear, deflect, everything in the way, keeping that one from landing on its mark. A couple of shots do land on Lampin though. Javelin nearly sent Jutsu off the side as the blade comes out here from Nevermind. It's Petal falling early in the fight once again. Petal struggling here through this particular engagement, but Solo and Noctis have been able to clap back. As the rally fades, Nevermind hoping they can pick up a final blow. Try to trade this one out, but there's just too many Shikigami players. %, interrupted. The contest is there with the Doomfist swap coming out from Azure. Aggressive push. Nevermind goes in under the bottom. Jutsu gets immediately just pounced on. Stuck out in the middle. Petal lands the shot down low. No overtime here initiated. It's just the Doom Fist. Does make it on to the point. And here comes everybody from Shikigami giving chase. Zer can't make it back, and that's going to be the map. Shikigami start with a 1-0 lead, despite dropping the first round. Little Judo play the game. Not something you see every day. Take a look at some stats there for map number 1. Lampet putting in some work there for Shikigami. Lampet and Pedal both had a fantastic round. But that 33-6, definitely a standout. 14, just shy of 15k damage. Azur did lead the lobby in damage, though. 24-6 on the other side. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. See if that's enough to bring it back in map number 2. Well, YFP will get pick. Let's take a look at those bans. That was Shikigami banning out Midtown, headed into map 2. Getting everybody set up here. All right, we are going to get a side swap here. Let me get that situated. All right, Shikigami will be in the blue jerseys here. Reminder, headed into King's Row here for map 2. We get any, I don't see any subs. Nope. I do not see any subs on either side. Genji pick here from Lampet. I'm seeing a lot of VAR on King Row as of late, and we saw that from Nevermind both on the offense and the defense in their match against Fluffy Dreamland. They're showing us that again here initially. Can put a lot of pressure onto the tank, a lot of overwhelming pressure just on space in general, but do you leave yourself vulnerable to the flank of a Genji? Let's see how it pans out. Initial shot from Jutsu. Jutsu actually stuck with this pick in that particular match as well for a little while, but it's going to go on over to the Ash here against Shikigami. Quick push around up to the high ground. The far includes going to make that rotation as Nevermind just skirts across that gap. Azur has already moved in and found Paddle up top. So Shikigami now forced to kind of back up to statue, down to DPS and down on health bars. As the spears come through, the shots pile on. And this is a very fast one and done here for YFP to kick things off on King's Row. Hello, Jink. Ayo, ayo. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you being here. YFP are going to get the cap 5.5, almost exactly when the extra time came through. Ooh. Shot landed there. Jutsu putting in work from this back line. You can see about 10% ahead of Pedal. I mean, to be expected on a winning fight coming out from YFP, but look at all the ground they're able to get. Shikigami are not able to set up a book score. They're still trying to fight to gain some of this position back, stuck in that awkward spot kind of right in front of the pub. Now they're going to use the speed ring to see if they can swing this fight the other direction, but an orbital ray out from Nami puts this firmly in control of YFP. As they bust out the doors into the streets. Or bust their way through the archway, I guess, more specifically. Who's hanging out back there? Is Lampit still back there? Yep, Lampet's still back her. They know. You can see just by Zoolander's posturing. But they know. Eyes, head on a swivel. Oh! He even lands the whip shot. Meanwhile, some damage hits from up front. Lampet's on fire. Ooh, the heals just in the nick of time as Zer drops the Terra Surge to find Anion. But not before Anion's able to get this Oda Ray out and allow Solo and the rest of Shikigami to move forward, kind of claim this corner. They've split YFP into a couple different directions. Zeus now on the high ground in a bit of a duel, but Petal had a little bit of Lampet there to back him up. Let's see if Lampet can find this kill on Anomi as well. Still both supports and the tank left alive as Zur is a bit out of the range. Here Zur comes Zoolander to back him up. Both rallies pop from these squads and a nice javelin into the sky. Never mind with the barrage as well. And a great attack from YFP. Despite it looking a little broken there in the middle, they're able to kind of find their footing and win it out in the back of the fight. Don't forget to update the scoreboard. That is a great call. Thank you, Maddie. I thought I did that. Good reminder. Thank you, thank you. No, I appreciate it. I know. Give me 2 minutes before I see, before you see it, but it is updated. All right. Yeah, it is 1-0 Shiki. Yeah, sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that. I'm usually so good at doing that between maps. Fail. Bull skunk moment. Hey, I got Fate in here paying attention. All right, I'm just making sure Fate is paying attention. That's it. That was all just a test. Ooh. Lampet trying to test Nevermind's aim and immediately discovers the results of that one. Aces there for Nevermind. 4 minutes on the clock here for YFP as they round the final corner of King's Row. Zer hunting for the back line, has a speed ring. Try to chase Anion out, force everybody out into the middle. Kind of flip the map here a little bit. Anion's going to go ahead and throw the orbital ray towards the Mega. And quickly, the defense lights up the kill feed. Nevermind forcing out some cooldowns. Lampet going to use that right alley here to escape the incoming rockets. Now, still Nevermind on the Phara. Lampet hasn't been able to work into the backline too much here on this defense, as we have seen entering point C with as much time as YFP did. But Lampet's still playing around in the back, now hunting for that Widowmaker. Meanwhile, there was a solo Terra Search on point. Oh, the boom! Zoolander falls into the pit on the back of a whip shot out of Noctis while the rally was going on. I mean, still there were already a couple casualties there for YFP before that happened. Awesome play, nevertheless. Ooh. Nevermind making a swap. You hear the groans of pain come out from the Genji after eating a spear to the chest. Fiddle had one shot down range. That one didn't land. Here comes YFP turning the corner. Oh, Blade just gets absolutely demolished. Zer with an orbital. Stamping a seal there on the ground of point C. Claiming this in the name of YFP. Plant a flag, if you would. 2 minutes on the clock. Anybody gonna make it back? Sights up here for the defense. Anion's gonna go ahead and throw out this orbital. Headed towards the cart, as you might expect. No ults here for the attacking YFP. So Noctis and Solo pretty much make it out to contest unhindered. Now Zoolander's looking to try to follow it up. A lot of damage thrown in onto Solo. Yeah, they're still under a lot of pressure as they pop this Terra Surge. Nevermind not able to escape the wrath of the Orisa on this point. And Azur has their back against the wall, surrounded by Shikigami. Zoolander just volunteers into that same position, and the defense will stabilize. It'll eventually get there. It'll be like a little surprise. You'll get a little surprise where I get to comment on your comment from the past. Oh, time warp. That is delay. Rally up. Push it into the back. Oh, this is going to be tiny Overwatch. Ooh, push back out. Look at the surge there from YFP on the back of this rally and the blade out from Nevermind. And that's looking to just be the cap. Ooh, Solo going to make it back. Solo makes it back. 26 meters to go, and they're at least able to buy a little bit more time. Lampet and Noctis are here to get smashed down by a Terror Surge and an Orbital Ray, but you know what? You bought an extra few seconds. 3 points on the board, and 29 of those seconds remaining here for YFP. As we move out of the seedy underbelly of King's Row, back into the beautiful nightlife. Well, YFP are hoping to make a big stand. Send us on over to map 3, knotted up. An important defense for them here in this series. Nevermind does indeed pull out the defensive Pharah here. So, Lampent somewhat unmarked, unrestricted on these flanks. Not able to do a whole lot with it on the defense, but it's a lot tougher, I think, for a Genji. Moving into opposing territory. A little bit more into the Genji wheelhouse. Pedal coming out on the cast here. See how Shikigami want to approach this point. Everybody going high ground. Lampet hiding out inside a hotel at the moment as rockets fly over their shoulder. Ooh, the ambush in wait. Couple of headshots land. Do they have Zoolander low enough? No, here comes the heals. Here comes the peels. And Lampet is forced out of hotel. Meanwhile, Solo is working inside a house. Azura moving back up to that high ground. Solo is trying to claim it back. There are rockets from Nevermind kind of keeping him in bay for the moment, making him think twice about pushing up into that vulnerable high ground. There it is. The spear's ready. The 2 javelin spins. The 2 fortifies. Our resources are going tit for tat. But still, Solo's able to gain a little bit of ground. Try to force Nomi back around that corner. Azure wisely holding on that right-hand side from our point of view and able to get the best out of those heals. Solo comes in for another push as they've jockeyed for position on that high ground, but a kill down low will push things into the defense's favor. Still, they're backing up into this hallway in awkward position for Nomi. They're not able to keep Azure topped up. Defense now on the back leg and looking for a recontest. They're still on point. Rockets pouring in from the window. Lampent challenging that. Nevermind's going to loop around in through house. It's close to a barrage. Keep an eye on Nevermind coming in from the inside. Orbital Ray thrown out from both of our teams as Azure looks for a retake. It's a trade on point going in Shikigami's favor as Azure throws in the combo. Azune pinned to the wall. Now the blade here from Lampent. The 1v1 to seal it. Lampent gets it done. Chops through the horse. The ninja appears out of nowhere to take point A here for Shikigami. What a fight. That was wild. Literally just what Genji left on point. Solo blade, take that. Gotta keep it in Nevermind for that retake, though. Whoop. Nope, don't want to get in that fight. Solo absolutely has the upper hand here with a huge Terror Surge, yanking everybody into that one. Clean fight went on that. And Shikigami push to the back of point B. 3.5 in the bank. And looking to secure this first corner of that third objective. Here comes YFP with the retake. Zoolander has Rally in the pocket, but they're running into 3 ults on the other side. Petal's going to go ahead and drop the first of those immediately. Trying to separate the team. Never mind, his loops are all the way around here on the flank, though. Meanwhile, Aniun threw an orbit array on the objective right on top of Azure. And Shikigami are trying to muscle down the tank, but the Orisa just will not die. Everybody else will, though. Shikigami finds some squishies throughout this fight. The Terra Surge will take Lampent down. Never mind. Still flying around here on the outside? Question mark? Nope. They're back in spawn. I thought I heard rockets flying in. No such luck. There's the cap. 4 minutes in the time bank. High ground here for Nevermind. And no Terra Surge combo, but Azure's going to pick up one anyway. Lampent goes in, he finds a kill out of the back. Check in on that blade. They're going to take down Nevermind as well. So it's a 2-for-2 trade. Jutsu tilting the balance. Defense stabilizes. Ninja versus horse. Woo! Well, the cowboy put down the horse on that one. I put down the other cowboy, really. There's the horse. Lampent hiding on the inside. 4-pack of ultimates here for the defense to work with. Nevermind knows Lampent's there. Lampent now trying to poke him through the window. Perhaps create a little bit of space, just forcing this other angle. Be it even a soft angle. Oop, no deflect ready. Jutsu is stunned out of that Deadeye. But we get the rally thrown in from Zoolander, and the defense goes up for this tight battle on the inside. They're going to win that close quarters combat. A little over 2 minutes remain. At the very least, Shikigami kind of gotten themselves back into this ult economy where it was looking way out of their favor in that last fight. Once again, the Deadeye to open things up, trying to get around the orbital spin. Zur with a monstrous Terra Surge once again has been lights out with these Orisa ultimates. Not the easiest ultimate to find value with. Man, Azure makes it look so, though. Azure makes it look like the best ultimate in the game. My goodness. Buck 26 on the clock. Here comes the rush. Noctis is going to pop the rally. Orbital Ray, and Azure just stands their ground. They don't give up this corner whatsoever. An immovable force. Now, here comes Lampent trying to chop down the wall. Nope, that was a steel wall indeed. The blade ineffective. The defense stabilizing once again. Lampent comes out on a Pharah. There we go. Come on, camera. Work with me. Work with me, camera. Alright, Shikigami needs to start making some progress, otherwise the entirety of this push will have to be done in overtime. Not an enviable position. Once again, Azure getting aggressive onto the corner. Here comes Solo, but Terra Surge easily avoided. Cooldowns available there from the DPS of YFP. Azure does find themselves stuck in a bit of a precarious position up there against the Mega, though, and Solo's able to win that one out. Noctis comes up with a couple final blows here, helping Solo push forward. and Shikigami do in fact win this important fight. But nevertheless, it took long enough. The rest of the map will have to be done in OT, requiring somebody to anchor onto that cart. Lampit and Jutsu trade out in the corner. There's Azur thrown in, both satellite vectors thrown in, as a matter of fact. Rally up from the defense, and the barrage from Nevermind, putting in just the bulk of the leg wart. A monstrous amount of damage. Tie us up. As YFP will take King's Row. Look at some stats here for map number 2. Nomi only died 6 times there in the back line. Maybe we'll get in the mix on a lot of those elims, but Azur with 57 eliminations in a map that did not even go into extras. Might expect that if, it was a 6-5 or, a lot of extra time. Oh my goodness, that was just a regular good old 3-2 King's Row, and Azur with 57 elims and 22,600 damage. 22,000 for Nevermind as well, not Farah. Solo in their own right had 20k. Sorry for the sound clash there. Let's get into map 3. We're headed to Rinasapi. Just a reminder, was Caliseo banned out from YFP. This is Shikigami's map pick. And I don't think a pick that's going to hurt YFP's feelings at all, at least from what little glimpse we got of their matches so far this season. Oh. We did get a side swap, didn't we? Let me fix that for you real quick. Mirror comps with the Cask Genji. We've seen some variations in tanks a little bit on this map, but both of these two are sticking with the Orisa coming in. Both teams valuing this top positioning here around Mega. You see Lampert playing up close here underneath. Early damage down in onto Jutsu. Nomi, Nevermind, took in a bit of a chunk there as well, and has forced them back. Oof. Everybody from... it looked like Pedal wasn't blue there for a second. Like, was it just... am I crazy? I'm sorry. I got distracted. My ADD absolutely kicked in halfway through that fight. While YFP were on the back foot. I don't know. I think I just saw a visual glitch or something. Maybe my brain just... I don't know. Shikigami win the fight. Win the point. They're back in red where I like to see them anyway. I'm used to Shikigami having the red. Makes sense to my brain. Important fight here, though. Shikigami able to make their way all the way down the street so they can hold on this corner. Lampit moving in from the inside. Nevermind's got the raid. Zoolander's going to go in and help out. A bit of a 2v1. Oh, and Lampit's just going to continue to try to fight this. Try to put a mismatch on the outside, but Lampit, comes back in to join the fight. With a massive 3-piece. Lampit's blades have been a thing of beauty. A work of art here for Lampit, and that's another 4-piece for him. Yep. Lampit bit off more than they can chew, overextending all the way up to the stairwell. Doesn't make it out. And just that little extra speed of a Juno can kind of throw off your disengage as a Genji. You're like, I got the dash. Yep, but here comes the rest of the team. I'm able to mow you over. With that, Shikigami end up kind of just backing up here for a moment. They're going to re-engage with this Deadeye out of Petal. I will find Petal's pops here momentarily. I don't know how that didn't do more damage to Zoolander. It looked like Zoolander was caught in that, but a nice stun on it. Nevermind. Puts them down. Jutsu does pick up Aniyun during this, though. So Shikigami going to try to win this out with a Terror Surge, despite losing their Juno. Oh, and that'll do the trick right there. Jutsu trades back, but Shikigami win the fight. They're going to maintain close spawns, or regain close spawns, accurately. Once again, we're going to see Lampent push up. Do they get caught out again? All right, they're able to dash out to the corner. There's the health pack coming in. The biscuit, if you would. Lampent's going to risk it. They need a biscuit. Nevermind with the blade. Lampent heads up to the high ground, try to clear a window. It's just Nevermind up there, and a little bit of a cyber ninja duel in the corner. Meanwhile, we do have defense holding an orbital ray in their pocket as they try to take this back. They're going to go ahead and drop that down, and Azur's going to try to push forward. Runs past the fortified solo and looks to see if they can focus on Noctis instead. A successful mission to find the supports, both of them as a matter of fact. YFP got themselves a good fight win. The first, I think, here on this map, if I'm not mistaken. They got that early pick on the Lampent, so they bought some space. I don't know if I'd quite call that a fight win. Oh, they're going to get a pick on the Lampent once again. Heads up play coming out from YFP, and this will get them some progress on this card. Now, Shikigami are not willing to give up the space, even for a 4v5. They're going to go ahead and fight that out. Nevermind going into the Terror Surge to find Noctis with that big Wumbo combo. It wasn't as Wumbo as it was combo, but still a pair of kills when it's all said and done here for YFP. Orbital Ray thrown in this 3v5 from Shikigami. They don't have a tank on the battlefield, but Petal's going to even those odds up. Let's make sure nobody has a tank on the battlefield. Solo might be back into this fight sooner rather than later, but the team needs you. Solo is nowhere near this fight. Not enough to stop the checkpoint at the very least, so YFP get that important piece picked up. Deflect at the ready. You gonna deflect this Deadeye? Nope. Aniyun just eats it right in the dome. Rally out, and that was a stun going into Lampent. A late investment here with the Petal, the Deadle from Petal. It was a Deadle. That was a Deadle for sure. Your Superstition started off looking good, but YFP, I mean, their colors are yellow, and then, you know, that goes very well with blue. So maybe it's a buff for both teams in this instant. Here's a huge rush in over the top. Now the counterpunch comes out from Nomi, and the rest, that's a very low Noctis, is going to get melted down before they're able to back up around the corner. Nevermind dashes through one of their own. And another fight win for YFP. So the map started off looking so good here for Shikigami, but this is several fight wins in a row here for YFP. They've not only taken the lead, they're starting to take a lot of space all the way back towards Shikigami's spawn. Lampent can get close enough, I mean, and, you know, has backup close enough. This blade could be a difference maker. I'm going to try to use this right side to make it happen. Ooh, Nevermind's going to be the one to pull the trigger on that first. Amidst this combo, oh, Lampent is going to go ahead and invest there. So the very back end of this fight just gets immediately shot down. YFP have managed to steamroll through the back end of Runasapi despite losing some early fights, going down at the beginning of the map. Everybody converges onto Lampent. YFP turn it around. This is a second half team, it looks like, y'all. They're going to take a 2-1 lead in the series. Get that last little pixel in there of that shot. Whew. All right. What a turnaround. I mean, that was looking like all Shikigami for the first half of that map. And YFP, once they got their feet underneath them, they did not lose another team fight. They went from 0 to complete. After being down, what was like 80 to nothing, 85 to nothing there in the meterage. And then they wrestled control and never let it go. An incredible map from YFP, showing us some tenacity, some grit there, and then not giving up. We saw, I gotta say, we saw Lampent twice on 2 occasions, ends up kind of biting off more than they can chew. And for a map where the momentum was swinging like that, I mean, I gotta give props to YFP for catching out those kills. I mean, not entirely on Lampent, but those early picks on Lampent did seem to be a difference maker as we went in through that map. All right, no ban here for Flashpoint. Suravasa picked by Shikigami. Wait, no, picked by YFP. Excuse me. Suravasa picked by YFP. Okay, we are getting a sub here as Razor has come in. So Pedal going out. It's going to be Razor and Lampent here in the DPS lineup for Shikigami heading into map number 4. No changes on the other side. Okay, Razor looks to be pulling out the May here at the beginning. I mean, still time to change their mind, and we'll see what happens when they actually run into the enemy team. No swapping composition from the other side. YFP are sticking with what's been working here for the past couple maps and gotten them this 2-1 lead. Up to the high ground goes Jutsu. Little play from the outside. Solo's out here as well. A little comical round and rosy there. As the Zertrays, they're alive for any of them. Shikigami go ahead and kind of position themselves inside the market. Dash through from Nevermind. Puts them past the danger mark. And dual shield dashes. Put Zoolander into the grave. First cap will go to Shikigami. They clean at the back of that fight. Okay, very different approach here from YFP for fight number 2, as they're going to take this long route down. Try to avoid the Mei, see if they can perhaps outrange the Mei a little bit. I mean, can't underestimate these icicles in particular. Jutsu taking a couple shots, Azur as well. Wall is up and Azur is able to fall onto the back side of it, so everybody just kind of topping up and looking for another chance to push in. Azur now has both their cooldowns ready. It looks to be the key. They've got Solo below that armor mark as well, so we're kind of teetering on the edge of that yellow armor. Now taking a lot of pressure, and here comes the Blizzard out. Orbital Ray to try to keep YFP alive through it, and despite the early pick onto Solo, it's looking like the Blizzard will finish this off beautifully, especially when comboed with the rally. Nobody going down here of the squishies, and Shikigami will grab their first point here on Suravasa. Blades ready for both squads. They're pretty even in ults across the board. Now, any not using theirs, not using the support ult, could be a boon here for Shikigami in this one, as they're going to throw out their orbital ray force. Try to fend off the blade. It works. Able to keep everybody alive through that Dragon Blade from Nevermind. And Lampent able to clean up on the other side. They would not have the same support ult. The Zoolander was not ready with that rally. Once again, first cap goes to Shikigami. Is Razor just like the Mei player? When you say Mei time, were you saying that because Razor is in, or just because you saw Razor playing the Mei? I'm curious now. This is something I should be keeping an eye out for. Good aggressive push coming in here from YFP. Defensive wall used from Razor, but unfortunately, it looks like they're down 2 in this fight. And that was just a systematic approach there from YFP. No ult necessary to win that one. Never mind with the Pharah swap. Might have been just the ticket here. I've never played a whole lot of Mei. I like the character as far as a character. I like controlling the battlefield. You know, always very powerful. That is a lot of damage pouring in, and Azur's going in and trying to follow it up. You take a Deadeye in the mix of that as well. Solo gets a kill with the Terra Surge, though, despite being super low. That could be massive. Azur trying to bring this back, fights both supports. Oh! It freezes up, though, before they're able to find a kill out of Solo. Zoolander has the rally going. Solo is low. Lampent is down. And Azur wins out in the 2v1 with a little help from that rally. God, the Blizzard from Razor almost brought it back. That was close. A hell of a play out of Azur. That might just tie us up here. I don't think anybody's going to make it back onto this point. Indeed, they shall not. The chase is on here from YFP. Razor has regrouped with the rest of the team. Shikigami are looking 5 strong, at least 4 strong. I saw one in the very back, still kind of catching up, but the orbital ray is out nevertheless. And they're able to find Azur and keep this in their favor. Whoop! Doesn't quite land the energy javelin there. Able to dance around the conch blast. Nevermind was still up. The last one alive here. Oh, that was some chunky damage being thrown into the pack. But you know what? Shikigami stay 5 strong, and they're going to win this one out. For the 3rd objective in a row, they will grab first cap. Good initial damage in on the Solo, but it looked like Razor had kind of isolated out a couple players on the other side. But with that kill on the Lampent, Azur is comfortable just pushing on forward, burning all the cooldowns. Trying to isolate Solo there on that outside. Barrage in over the top combined with the Deadeye. Both DPS ults will be enough here. Nevermind fights 2. Quick succession on the back of the fight. And there's the flip. Now, we'll say once YFP get control of these points, once they get momentum, feels like it's so difficult to stop, be it pushing the bot back when we saw Maruna Sapi, or even on this most recent flashpoint. Once they got control of it, they never let it go. Lampent heading up to the high ground just to run Nevermind off of this little perch. Takes a bulk of damage, still sticking around in this, despite not having any cooldowns. Just dancing around the cover, and Nevermind is forced along the outside. Meanwhile, here comes Solo. Pushed around, and they're outside. Looking to approach. Terra Surges in pockets of both. This is going to be a messy one. Orbital Surges cross in the middle. And it's a lot of red jerseys still standing when the dust settles. Shikigami will win this big old fight. I say big old fight. It's just orbital rays and a blade thrown in. Orbital rays just cause so much clutter. Please clutch, Shikigami. I need this, says Ryan. Seems to be a tipping point in this map as Nevermind goes in over the top. Razor and Lampent will fall. And this is going to take a quick disengage from Shikigami. Now you have a choice to make. 71% is not enough to get back here. Especially at this point, flips before they're all dead. Solo kind of getting staggered out. Is still stuck down there with Anyun. So a late pick and a late stagger onto Anyun. Oh, you're going to try to get out. Will not get out. I fear Shikigami needed to reset a lot sooner. Otherwise, yeah, there's just no getting back to touch this point. Ramp it anywhere close? Negatory. We're headed to Palace, where YFP could close out this series. Zura in the Christmas Orisa. Woo! Long distance spear. That was cool. Give me that Razor on that outside, though. Given the approach from YFP, yeah, okay, and you can see most of YFP decides to loop around with how much damage that Azure was taking on front, but they do deny, well, they don't really deny much. Cap wasn't even unlocked yet, and they didn't really deny any positioning. With the rally up from Noctis, Shikigami are looking to hold on to this. See if they can get first cap for the 4th point in a row, but Fortify up. Oh, Terra Surge in. Barrage over the top from Razor, though. Out of the back of that point. I should have just stayed in third person. We end up down to a 3v1. Solo getting battered down as Lampet returns. Not in time to bail it out with the orbital ray going. Just infinite healing. Chive said he's going to give you a kiss. Whoa, whoa. Right, a monkey happy getting into it there in chat. In a very friendly, polite way. Right now, YFP wins. Monkey happy just rooting against Ryan in chat here. But an orbital ray up from Shikigami, and they've got a couple of quick picks. And it's not going to happen on this fight. Shikigami will take this back. On the back of just that one ultimate. Now have a decent lead as far as the macro is concerned. And, you know, this whole combos are pretty important here in this meta. I don't even want to know what you're talking about, AFK. I don't even want to know. There's a blade out from Lampet. See if they can sit us over this 5th point. That's not Lampet Pov. That's not Lampet Pov. There we go. 3rd time's the charm. Lampet not able to get anything with it, though. This solo throws the Terra Surge into the back. Ooh, Azur's Terra Surge caught, too, but both had the cooldowns to back up. Still, the kills are coming in here for YFP as the rally thrown in from Zoo Lantern. The chase is on to the point. Razor playing off that top side. Noctis will not escape. There's just going to be a late touch here. 76% on the board for Shikigami when the flip comes through. I can kiss you. He's 14. I'm 9. AFK is 9. That I can confirm. I've interviewed AFK. Indeed, has not hit puberty. Never mind with the barrage over the top. That's 2 down. Uh-oh, we're in desperation territory here for Shikigami. They have to win this next fight. They don't have anything ultimate-wise currently available, but 2 coming up in quick succession here. First things first, you got to get back to touch. Anybody make it onto the screen? No, they cannot. YFP will hang on here in Suravasa, winning 3 in a row. Taking the series 3-1. Sorry about the teasing, AFK. Let's look at some stats there from map number 4. So YFP do indeed take the series. So no kisses for Ryan after this one. I'll have to wait till the next one. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Azure, your damage leader there for map number 4. Just barely edging out, never mind. And Razor for that matter. Razor putting up a good showing. Kind of coming in filling in for map 4. Showing us a little May, a little far. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Good match on both of our squads here. YFP will move up to 3-2 on the season. Shikigami dropping to 1-3 overall. There you go. There you go. That is your NA Master matchup here for this Tuesday night, at least from my time zone. I don't think I have much else for you. I appreciate everybody hanging out. YFP looking good. YFP looking good. Moving up here. Let's go. Actually, let's go look at this real quick. just looking at standings, you can see we got a lot of teams kind of sitting in this 2-2 range, like Avidity 3-2, UCI coming in 2-2, otherwise known as the Tamadua squad. Team Z sitting 2-2. YFP now moving up to 3-2. So they're kind of, I mean, the middle of the pack here is pretty fierce in NA Master. So about halfway through the season, YFP put up a good win so they can kind of elevate themselves more to the top of this bunch and see if they belong in that top 5, top 6, maybe even top 4. We'll see. We'll see what the future holds here for these squads. But that is going to do it for me, friends. Thank you so much for hanging out. Good to see all you friendly faces. Good to see everybody chat. It's a lot of fun hanging out with y'all. A lot of fun hanging out with y'all. Oh, Ryan Maddie gets no kisses. Ryan Maddie gets no kisses. GG's all around, though. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, friends. Big shout out to our teams. Always a pleasure getting both of you on. Hope to do it again soon. But yeah, that's it. I got nothing else for you. Be kind to each other. I'll see you on the next one. All right, bye, friends.